Hi, my lovely people. Section 107 Fair Use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we are here to do. Please do not go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in these videos. It is for entertainment and reaction purposes only. It is my opinion and my opinion only. Now, hi, my lovely people. Happy Saturday. Let's get out here and get to talking about what's going on these YouTube streets. Who are we starting with today is Nika. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Why is everything that the children do, right? Everything the children do not do, everything the children want to do is always a problem. It's always their fault. They're the issue. So recently, Nika gets on here and she gets pulled over by the police, right? She's speeding. She knows she is. She admits that she is. She says, well, going 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit is not speeding, which, yes, it is. Anytime you go over the speed limit, you're speeding. But that's what, normal people think. But it's Nika we talking about. So she's like, I ain't too worried about it. I got a ticket. I'm going to have to go to court. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do that. Well, now all of a sudden it's a problem. She's saying she can't find car insurance. I can't find car insurance. It was Papa who wrecked my old car, and that caused my car insurance to go up. And then Naya, she had a wreck in her own car, right? Her own car that you told us that Naya had her own insurance. Naya was working. Naya supposedly bought her own car. So if everything was in Naya's name and Naya had insurance, whether she crashed or not and whose fault it was, because you claimed it was someone else's fault that, Naya hit this 18-wheeler truck and, she was going to get a check and she was going to physical therapy and she was all jacked up, right? So if that's the case, we didn't see any of that money come in the house because y'all been broke, stay broke, and always claiming to be broke. But anywho, how can someone like Naya getting in a car crash up your insurance when you claim she had her own? It wasn't like you were driving, it wasn't like you was in the car. That's her bad, okay? So I don't understand that one. Now, Papa taking your car and getting into a wreck, and that wreck he had no insurance, of course, is going to have high premium rates. You are a person who go out and get cars that you can buy cash, that you can tear up, that you can wreck. Now you've gotten a car that you have to make car payments on. One of the first cars we've ever seen you have to make a car payment on. Well, if you have a loan out on the car, the one thing that they say is that you have to have full coverage, right? Because as long as you're leasing or as long as you have a loan on it, it's the other person's car until you pay it off. So they want it to be covered, and that's what they are saying that they need. The bottom line of it is pretty much what Nika has done is she's gotten a ticket. And we know if you get a ticket and you have to go to court for this ticket, they're going to ask you for license, registration, and proof of insurance. She doesn't have insurance on that vehicle. I'm pretty sure Nika went out and got some cheap insurance to drive the car off the lot and has not kept up with it. Now she's in a panic. Oh, it's just so expensive to get insurance. I can't figure it out. Well, let me see. Stop going to bingo. Stop eating out all the time. And start saving your money. That would be a way right there that you could. Everything these kids do is their fault. Oh, DCS in my life because of these kids. She blamed it on Leah, right? Oh, Leah is bad. She's talking to boys. She's showing out. This is why we have DCF in our life. Then she says, my house is always tore up because of my kids. We can't stay at other people's house because my kids don't know how to act. Oh, my kids, they stain up clothes. They do this. They do that. Everything is her kids' fault, but it's all the things that Nika has taught them. Duh. Our kids don't just go out here and just start developing bad habits if they don't live in it. They don't act like they don't have no home training if they do have home training. And they don't just get out here tearing everything up and being a menace on society unless we as parents allow them. Once your children are grown, you cannot stop what a grown person does. So they're going to make the decisions that they want to. But while they under your roof, it's everything that you taught them. So what's the big deal? When I tell y'all, Nika, she's just got something going on. It's a lot of mental problems going on. And no one will take it. I see people say in the comments, right? Well, Storm, at least she fought to get her kids back. Let's keep in mind, right, that, like I have said and like she has said, and I have to go back and find the clip, one of her daughters tested positive for semen in their mouth. They did not want to give those kids back to Nika. The problem in the matter of the whole situation is they didn't have anywhere to place all these children. All these children who needed mental help, needed to have some medical attention done, teeth were rotting, all of this, they didn't have that on a state dime. So I believe that in this instance, her children were failed and was handed back to her because, hey, it's cheaper for her to keep them than for us to try and deal with them. And that's just that. They make her check in. They make her do all of this stuff. And if you look at the way the kids look while they checking in, they should be taken from her right then. But it never is. The lack of medical care, the lack of development, the lack of dentistry, the lack of everything, they should be gone. But they're not doing it because guess what? It's cheaper for Nika to keep them. But I wanted to get out here and talk to y'all about everything that was going on over there. So, I will have to see all y'all down in the comments below. Toodles.